Hi, this is Grace Pamela with Summernow.com, and today I want to show you how to create a watermark using your photography studio logo. Okay, so here is an image that I'll be using. I want to first explain really quick why you would want a watermark on your photo, and one of the main reasons obviously is to help protect your photos from being stolen. Now, a lot of people post sneak peeks on their social media pages and on their blog, and sometimes the clients, if there's nothing on there, they might be tempted to just download it right away and share it. And that completely counteracts what you're trying to do, which is trying to sell this image and all of your images and to upsell, whether that's digital or print if you do IPS or whatever you do. But most of the time you just don't want them to download your images because they're not even set for them to download and use for their profile or for print or anything like that. So you definitely want to protect your work and protect it so that your clients aren't downloading them. It's also useful for if you use a gallery website such as like Pixieset or something like that, then you also definitely want to have a watermark on there for when your clients are going to download, when they're going to choose their favorite images, then they're not going to download them straight from the gallery either or screenshot it. There's a lot of people who are definitely guilty of screenshotting their images. So you want to create a big fat watermark on your image and over the main parts of your image, so right in the middle, smack dab, if you really are intent on protecting your work and not having them, so you're going to not lose money in the process. So there's two ways that you can do this. First, I'm going to show you one of our logos in our library. So this is just one example. The first thing that you want to make sure is you do not have a background on the back of your logo. Then you want to make sure all of your layers are merged. So I have all of them merged right here. And then you can bring it down and you can drag it over onto your image. Here you can go to Edit, Free Transform, hold the Shift key on your keyboard and drag it, and you can make it bigger. You can make it as big as you want and then select the check mark. And then you can go ahead and lower the opacity or however you see fit. Now, another way that you can do this is you can go back to your logo. I'm going to go back to the one that I used, which is this one. And then you can select the marquee tool here. And you can select the area where your logo is. And then go to Edit, Define Brush Preset. This way you can create a brush that you can use every time you open up Photoshop, and you can save it so that you make sure you don't lose it, or you can just create another one since it's pretty easy to do. Select OK, and now you have a brush. You have a watermark brush that you can use, so I'm going to go ahead and select my image, and you can select whatever color you want that to be, and you can select the opacity that you want it to be. So I'm using the bracket keys on my keyboard to make it bigger or smaller. And then you can go ahead and place it on there. Another thing you can do, so you can have a little more control, is to go up to Layer, create New Layer, select OK, and you can place your watermark on this layer instead. Because if you did it the other way, hang on one second, I'm not sure if it's saved. Okay, so I'm just going to show you really quick, it didn't save. So if you did it this way, once it's on there, you can't really get rid of it. You can't edit it, you can't move it around. So you have to go to history and you'll have to click around in there. But then you just have to do it all over again. So this way, when you create a new layer and you place your logo on top of that layer, you can go ahead and select full opacity so that we have full control of what it is. And then there, you can completely edit your logo, your watermark, how you like it. So you can bring down the opacity. And another neat thing about this is you can play with the blending modes. So the two ones that I use is normal, and you can also use subtract. So this will make it nice and dark, so it kind of blends in a little more. So you might like the black or you might like the white. It's completely up to you. The other thing you can do too is obviously change the color of your brush to whatever color you might like. I'll go ahead and create a new layer. Or maybe I want it to match my image a little more. Select OK, grab my brush. And there, it's a little, you know, you can choose whatever color you want. I just did a quick example. Looks kind of silly. But you can make it however you like it, and that's how you do it. It's super easy. You can make a quick a brush preset, so you can use it anytime, or you can just drag it over like how I showed you the first time. Completely up to you. And also, you'll want to keep in mind, the reason why I have it nice and big right here is because I don't want clients to be able to crop it out or edit it out. So obviously if there's a giant watermark on their face, they're not going to be able to really use that image. So I like to keep them nice and big, but if you don't want it big, you can make it smaller. It's completely up to you. And still kind of get the general area like that. Or if you're, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can also obviously put it anywhere else on your image. Another thing you can do too is if you don't have a logo and you just want to create something simple, you can just go ahead and create a text layer. Actually, I'm going to choose a different text. Okay, and then you can type in your photography name or studio. Select the check mark, and you can go over to your characters. If you don't see that, you can go to Window, and you can go down to, where is it? Character right here. For some reason, it's not check marked. So you can select character, and then it'll show up on your toolbar here. Okay, so once you have that, you can go ahead and edit it however you like. You can make it bold, you can make it all caps locks. And you can put your website on here too, and then you can go ahead and edit and free transform that. And then this way you can put a watermark across that's not, you know, all up in their face. So it's obviously completely up to you how you want to do that. So this way you don't have to use a logo. You can also use text. So you can go to subtract or whatever blending mode you want to use. And there you go. Now you have a nice, simple, quick watermark that you can use to protect your work. And you can drag it wherever you want, if you want in the middle there or down here, whatever you prefer. So that's definitely a lot of fun ways that you can do that. And it's nice and easy. We're right in Photoshop. You can do this in Photoshop Elements also. And there's the pre-made logos again are in the library. Otherwise, you can make your own text logo. And I hope you learned a lot from this, and thank you so much for watching.